Hello there. Tonight's brush is my North Marting brush guy. Brush, hand turned, lovely brush. Has a Virginia Shane 3-band Silvertip knot in it. Fantastic stuff. I've had it soaking a bit. I fluffed it up on a towel to let you see it. I'm going to sit it down here and let it soak just a bit more while we talk about the razor. The razor tonight is my 40s Super Speed. It's in fantastic condition. There's a bit of brassing on the handle that you can't really see unless you look for it closely. And I've got a Gillette Super Thin. You can see that. There we go. Blade in this. And this is the second shave on this blade. I shaved with it last night. This was a fantastic blade last night. Really close shave, lovely, smooth. I used my Black Beauty on 4 last night. We're going to use my 40s Super Speed tonight and have at her. The soap tonight is a test soap. So I can't say what it is. I'm under orders, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Anyway, it is a, I'll talk a bit about the scent of it, though. It's a root beer float type scent. Is how the manufacturer, the soaper, describes it. And it's absolutely lovely. I have spent the last week and a half probably drinking root beer soda off and on through the last week and a half. And I would say that they have nailed the scent fantastically well. It smells amazing. I'm trying to get all the lather samples come in small containers and they're hard to lather. Or hard to load in, so I try to get all the lather that I can out of them, out of the proto lather, out of that small little container that I can. So anyway, let's move on down now and start the shave. All right. This is this company. When they send me a soap, a lot of times for testing, this company almost always, their soaps are either, and since I didn't get a wonderful load out of it because it was test soap, I'm going to do that right there and try to get all the lather out of here that I can so that I can build me a good bowl full. But anyway, their soaps, when they send it to me for testing, are usually really close to being where they should be as a soap that they're going to release. They usually just need a little bit of tweaking to make them perfect. In my opinion, I understand that they've got other testers, and so they're not just, I'm not the only guy they're listening to. But from my opinion, they usually don't need very much to make them ready for sale to the public. And I like that in a manufacturer. If you're going to send something out for a test, you want to get it as close as humanly possible that you can before you send it out for testing. That way, all you have to do is little tweaks to it, and people will not be saying, hey, well, it needs this and this and this and this and this and this, all you have to do is just some minor stuff to get it to work the way that you want it to and be ready to be sold. And these people have their stuff together and they know what they're doing, and they're ready for it. Lovely. You see how I'm doing with that roll? I read a thread, some guy said, my badger brushes don't do that, but every time I use a synthetic, I have to do that. Well, my badgers do that. All my badgers do that. You'll see me do that all the time. So either the guy's not got a lot of experience with badger brushes, or he's not paying attention. That's a property of how well in my opinion now, that's a property of how well the brush gives up your lather, whether it hogs it or not. If your brush has good flow through, you're going to get a bit of that on the sides. It's just the way that it is. This is a lovely scent. And in my opinion, it could be a bit stronger on the face. It's not weak by any means. It smells wonderful. And good slickness. Sometimes what you have to do is weigh the boldness or the strength of the scent against, am I going to get a lot of people getting irritation with this? So, because a lot of times I think people get irritation because everybody's looking for a soap scent that'll blow their head clean off. Well, if you've got sensitive skin, that can come at a price. The more stronger it is, that means the more essential oils and fragrant oils and stuff like that the maker had to use to get that. And the more you're going to end up with a red face or a little bit of burning or some rash or something like that. My opinion, take it for what you think it's worth. Probably not much, and doesn't matter to me. But my opinion on that is, I'm not saying all irritation is caused because of that. There are allergies and stuff like that that people have, and through no fault of their own or no fault of the soap maker or the perfumer, if we're talking colognes and aftershaves. I have a problem. I don't know what it is about, like, colognes. Aftershaves don't do it. But a cologne, any kind of cologne, and I think it's maybe because there's not a lot of good stuff in a cologne than there are in most aftershaves to help take care of the skin. Cologne is just about scent. But a lot of times, every time pretty much, if I take a cologne and I spray it along my neck here, I'll get a really bad breakout. If I use a cologne that doesn't have an atomizer or spray option, and you know, I dab a little bit behind my ear or something like that. Well, if it runs down on this part of my neck, rash city. That's just the way it is. So there are different kind of situations that cause stuff like that, but it makes sense to me that I love absolutely flipping love a super speed. Anyway, it makes a lot of sense to me that, you know, if you're always using really powerful fragrances in your soaps and stuff, where there's a lot of, like I say, a lot of essential and fragrant oils that have to be used to build that strong scent, that might be a factor, which is one of the reasons most of the time when people are looking for soaps for sensitive skin types, I'm going to take a halfway third pass. I'll just touch up along here. They look for scents that are light or even unscented products. Now, this is for me against the grain. The other two passes, north to south and south to north, and that didn't make a dime's worth of difference. So that's my trouble spot. I've tried everything I can think of, every motion, every stroke, whatever you want to talk about. The hair goes right along here and right along here, and it does not come smooth. And I can already tell you that didn't make a dime's worth of difference on that side. So I'm not putting this side of my neck and face through that. There's no win for me. That's something I think needs to be emphasized more, because everybody comes in new to wet shaving and they're looking for that BBS, and everybody talks about it, and they do 4 or 5 or 6 passes and shred their face all the time trying to get a BBS. And dude, it'll come if your hair, if your beard will allow it. then it'll come. Just learn your technique and keep shaving, and don't wear yourself out and wear your skin out trying to get that. My opinion. That's a fantastic close shave though. It's not BBS, but it's so close to BBS. It's not even funny. So is that close comfortable shave, or I don't know. I don't know the acronyms because I don't really use them, except for I know what technically BBS is supposed to be, and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to follow that up with bog water. This stuff goes with everything from barbershop scents to bay rum, and I think it would go real good with root beer. So, wonderful stuff. Jason Moore, some Irish guy shaving soap company. He's on Etsy, I believe. Wonderful stuff. Give it a shot. That's good. Man, all right. Bless you. Thank you for coming by, and I will talk to you later.